I came in here, walk into the gym, be like, yeah, I want to look like this in 3 months. I was literally dreaming, okay?
Oh, I smell bacon. Drive, 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 drive. 15 as well. Up. Go like 4 more steps. 20 calories. At least 20 calories. Nice.
Hey guys, my name is Katherine and welcome to my channel and to another new video. So today we're here to talk about what I learned from personal training through my experience, or is it me torturing my camera shy trainer for 2 minutes straight?
Shit like that, yeah. Come on,
Okay,
man.
we don't know. During quarantine, I just got myself super into fitness and it makes me feel so great about my body and my accomplishments. So I really want to talk about this because I often get like here and there questions about fitness and like about health and stuff like that. But before I get started about these little amazing things that I learned from personal training, I really want to give a shout out to DOSSIER. If you've been watching my videos, I've been talking about them quite a few times. So if you haven't heard of DOSSIER, they are a New York based company that creates designer scent inspired perfumes, and they're amazingly affordable, made in France. Recently I've been loving this scent called Floral Rose. This is very similar to Le Labo's Rose 31, and it has this like dark musky feeling, a little smoky and woodiness, and I'm just like, yeah, it's not your normal rose scent, okay? Best thing about DOSSIER is it came with this little box and it has a little sample perfume, so when you purchase things, it got to your doorstep and you don't have to waste a whole bottle. You just smell or use this mini one or keep it, whatever. And if you don't like the scent, then you can just return this, no problem. So that's that, and let's get into our video. I want to start off by telling you guys like why I got my personal trainer in the first place. Shout out to Alec. I'm just so sick of myself doing like baby stuff, you know, like home workouts. I want to go to the gym, I don't want to do legit stuff, okay? I don't know what to do, I don't want to hurt myself, and I don't want to look stupid, you know? And second of all is obviously achieve my goals, because I was doing the clothing challenges and all that, but I just feel like I haven't gotten so obviously anywhere. I'm just like, what am I doing wrong? And the third reason is that I just don't know where to begin. I don't know what to look up. I don't know what information out there is accurate. I just simply don't know what, where, who, when, how to start. Like, I totally get it. You know, you just like, okay, cool, all that. I see it everywhere on internet, people's story. What do I do first, you know? So that is kind of like the top big reasons why. And another reason is that personal trainers are not cheap, or you don't want to just sacrifice your money for no reason. So it's gonna just subconsciously push you harder because you know that you're investing money in yourself and like on your body and your health. So if you already do fitness a lot, or like you're kind of like in the gym world, some of the things I say might already be a normal thing that you already know, and you're like, oh yeah, like what? Like, you know? But this video is dedicated to people who are just like confused where to start, or like debating if they should get a personal trainer or not. I'm not an expert. It's just the things that I learned throughout my journey that I kind of just like bring up to attention instead of being obsessed with the wrong information, and address about something that I didn't know before I get a personal trainer. Number one, drinking a protein powder shake after you work out is not gonna do anything. I feel like there's a lot of misassumptions. We just thought that, okay, if we work out or we go to the gym, we drink a protein powder, and that's supposed to just get us in shape in the long run. On a simple level, just to build muscle itself, one protein powder scoop or a shake, that's like what, 20 grams of protein, and that's not enough, because if you want to try to build or maintain, you need to eat enough protein to keep your body from losing muscles. From what I do is that I eat around my body weight in pounds. So I weigh 127 pounds and I just eat around 127 grams of protein every day. So it should be equal or a little bit more than your body weight in pounds. That's a good way to kind of like measure it. Ladies, stop focusing on the numbers on your scale. It doesn't matter unless you're joining like a competition and you're like grouped by weight, okay? Like that's a different story. If you're just in a healthy range of weight, stop obsessing over your weight numbers, okay? Like when you go on the scale and it's like a pound over, 2 pound over, girl, like if you take a piss or take a poop, literally you'll have like 2 pounds gone. It's more about how you physically look if you really look leaner, if you feel stronger. So when I first started, I weigh around 55 kilograms, and now I'm 57 kilograms, but I look leaner and tighter than when I started. Next one I learned is that eating is so freaking important, like so freaking important. If you eat not enough or if you eat too much, you're gonna just not achieve your goal. Basically, if you're not eating right, literally the ratio of your macros or the calorie counts, you know how like there are so many different diets out there. There's like the no carb diet or no fat diet. Like, okay, here's the thing. We need all that fat, protein, carbs in our lives, and we shouldn't restrain ourselves. We just need to watch like how much we actually eat. If you're conscious about building your body or changing how your body looks, obviously number one, eat a shitload of protein, of course, but you still need carbs and fat. So imagine protein is your bricks, right? Like you're building it, you're building your foundation, and that's your solidity in your whole body system. Fat is basically your tools. It's making exercises and things smoother, to go easier. And carbs are your workers. So carbs are like your fuel to work out and to do activities and stuff like that. My friend Sharon asked me, she's like, do you still eat carbs? And I'm like, yes, I still eat carbs. And I eat like oatmeal, like huge bowl of oatmeal in the morning because I work out early in the day. So like I just eat it before I work out. It's my fuel to work out, you know? And the rest of the day I'm kind of just like stable, but I'll still eat some to kind of like keep myself energized, because otherwise I really just feel very like weak. Make sure that you eat all of them, your protein, your carbs, and your fat. Obviously protein number one. This, you can look up information about calculating how much you should eat with your macros and stuff like that. All right, moving on. This is something I didn't know. Okay, you know how like before we do exercise, we go stretch, but here's a shocker. Here's what I learned. It's actually not good for you to stretch before you start weightlifting because you're tearing apart your muscles. Actually, you just roll your muscle on the foam rollers or like even those like machines that kind of like hit your muscles, just to give it a little massage to like loosen it up and warm it up, but you shouldn't be stretching it and like tearing tissue apart. And that's literally something that's like so small, but I just never heard people talking about it. Okay, next one, ground rules. If you want to lose weight, you want to look smaller, leaner, whatever, skinnier. Shredding is basically you burn more than what you eat, and bulking is that you, for a period of time, you just eat more than what you burn and you build up more, you know, nutrients and meat, and you train and you get bigger muscles and you shred to look better if you want to. Or you can just stay thick, like it's whatever. But personally, I obviously want to look shredded and I am still working on it. It's not easy. You gotta do more cardio, you gotta like be more active and stuff like that. I like it done quickly. So my favorite one is Stairmasters. I know it's evil, but it's just gonna like make your calorie burn faster. Just hit the 20 level and just finesse yourself and you're done. Because I honestly don't want to be on a bike or like a treadmill for 2 hours and I only end up burning like 200 to 300 calories. That's literally a waste of time. The next point is that getting your control and the movement right is really important, and you shouldn't be focusing on, you know, the ego part about how heavy you can lift first, because you need to make sure that your movement is correct without hurting yourself. Obviously explore a little bit with the heavier weights, but not just like, but your focus shouldn't be just always hitting the highest number you can lift for one rep. There should be a certain weight that you can work with for more than one rep. Next one is gonna sound a little harsh, but is not as easy as you thought, okay? I came in here, walk into the gym, be like, yeah, I wanna look like this in 3 months. I was literally dreaming, okay?
Good. Nice.
I mean, on a certain degree, I wasn't. It's probably possible to achieve, but that's gonna be a devil's exercise and I'm probably gonna just lose my mind and have a bunch of mental problems, actually. I come into this fitness world thinking it's gonna be just so easy. If I get a trainer, I'm gonna look like this and that, you know, like in no time. But you know what? Those fitness gurus that we see on internet, they've been training for years. Like, what am I thinking? You know what I mean? So yes, it takes a lot of time, a lot of patience, the right way to do your exercise and the right way to eat your things. Everything has to kind of align, and you have to work them together to get to your goals and your results. And it's not gonna be easy. It's gonna take a lot of patience and a lot of consistency. And slowly you'll realize it's less about like how you wanna look like a chiseled, photoshopped model, you know? Now I just feel like I'm proud of myself for always going to the gym, keeping my consistency up, and sometimes I'll kind of like surpass a heavier weight that I used to do, and I'll be so happy. Little breaking throughs of your own self. There are so many things more than that now. It's a lifestyle, healing my mental health. It's more giving myself a reason to be proud of myself. Next is probably the last point that I wanna make, is that you need to remember everybody's different. Somebody, yes, they are born lucky, just have the good genes, they get to look good without even exercising. But remember, at the end of the day, you're doing your body a favor. It's not only about how you look. Yes, it's very important. Like, that's why we're here, right? But it's about you are making your body so strong and so healthy, and you're taking care of it. Literally, let me give you a few examples on like the daily things in my life that I'm just like, oh, damn, this is why I go to the gym. My arm strength used to be a little chicken arms. Now I just lift a whole stack of bowls and dish and put wherever that dish I want it to be, and without even shaking. You guys know what Brita filter is. It's just like this water filter in your fridge. A lot of people have it. So in freshman year, we all have that, and when it's fully filled, it's so heavy. And we were all like just holding it with like two hands, or if one hand you're just shaking. And when I just realized I can hold it with one hand, no problem, steadily pour it and put it back in the fridge. It's way more than just how you look. It's just like the small things in your life. You're like, I'm capable of doing so many things now. You feel so powerful. You feel so in control. Come on, let's be honest. We all need to love ourselves a little more. And going to the gym is really gonna give you a strong reason to love yourself, to keep yourself pushing. And that's why you need to develop a really positive image about going to the gym. You know, you can't just have this or this is a chore, or this is work mindset about going to the gym. That's not gonna work. You're gonna drag it. So a while ago, I posted on my story to ask you guys, ask me any questions about fitness. So a lot of them are asking about how I stay motivated. Like, that's literally the top one request out of like all the questions. And there are a few tips that really just worked for me. So number one is that I like to buy gym clothes that makes me look good, and I just wear it before like I go to the gym a little bit, just to get myself motivated, because you look so good in the mirror. You're like, oh damn, my muscle line make me feel like so powerful, so fierce, and I'm like a soldier, I'm a machine, I'm ready to go. Like, that's literally how I feel. Number two is more about self-talk and motivation and manifestation. It's gonna sound a little insane. I do that a lot when I'm on the Stairmasters, because the toughness on the Stairmaster really makes you want to give up. But here's what I do. Like, I just have this fire in my eyes, and I just imagine myself with the body that I want, you know, like very powerful, muscular, and just like lean body type, you know, smoking hot, spicy girl, all that vibe. So I just like imagine myself that, and it just burns my blood, and I just keep going. It gets me fired up, okay? I don't know, it probably doesn't work for all the girls out there, but that's what it makes me do. And next, obviously, music, okay? Music is so important. You all have your personal favorites, but pick the music that makes you feel like going to war. You're going to fight. You're going to like so fierce. When I need to go and push hard, I love that crazy EDM dubstep shit. And I have a playlist on Spotify, so I'll link that down below. You can explore it. I call it Buzz Buzz or Dub Buzz. I forgot the playlist name. Another one is that to follow less unrealistic IG models with their fake Brazilian butt lifts. Follow more gym gurus, like actually look at their journey, look at their body and how they exercise. And they are very motivating themselves too, because they've overcame this whole long journey, and they should be the people you look up for? Last one is probably like the #1 question that kind of got me going with fitness and like just making me question myself. I asked, if I cannot achieve my fitness goal, right? Because this is my body, this is my life, this is like the closest thing that I can control because it's my body, right? Whether it's my sleep, my exercise, my eating, it's all in my control. If I can't achieve this, or to get this tackled, how am I able to achieve other things in life that are just beyond me and myself, right? That just means that I prove to myself that I can do better, more, that's beyond me. And obviously you don't have to finish your goal with your body first because you'll never end then to do something bigger than you. Like you should just be doing it at the same time, obviously. And prove yourself with your discipline. It's more like, yes, I can do this, then I can do more, bigger, better things. And I also asked my personal trainer, Alec, 3 questions for you guys. Let's hear his answer. First question is, what's the #1 misassumption?
I would say, like women, if you work out, you're gonna get really buff and like just get huge and bulky.
Yeah.
And then honestly, the same thing for them. They feel like if they come in here and work out once a week, twice a week, they're gonna look like Ronnie Coleman or something ridiculous.
What's the most important thing for people who want to change their body by working out?
I would just say consistency. Over time will go a long way.
Okay, last question before he leaves. What would you suggest people do when they first want to get into fitness?
I'd say just start coming to the gym. There are trainers in the gym, and they're all going to help you regardless of if you're ready to make that commitment to get training or if you just need some guidance. So don't be afraid.
Awesome. Thank you, Alec. Okay, Alec's a little camera shy. He is definitely such a great trainer, and I would totally recommend you guys if you're in New York City. With that being said, here concludes our whole video. I hope you guys learned at least something from this video. Make sure that you check the links below and follow me on my social media, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.